Hey, welcome along to the Dally Diaries. Great to have you here. I'm Kristel, and today I'm so excited because I have got the new Lethal Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It is the Mellow Grove palette. And if you're not familiar with Lethal Cosmetics, it is a German indie brand, and I fell madly in love with their last eyeshadow palette release, which was the Midnight Serenade palette. So today it's just going to be kind of a first impressions. We're going to create a look with this eyeshadow palette. I will put swatches up for you, and I've also got the Midnight Serenade palette here with me so I can show you the two of them side by side and you can see, you know, which one you might prefer. And also I have another eyeshadow palette here that I think may be quite similar to this one. So if that all sounds great to you, just stay right there and we're going to launch into creating a look. So the Mellow Grove palette, just for your reference, is described by the brand as being a beautiful 15-pan eyeshadow palette with a balanced blend of soft and vibrant mauve, green and earthy tones inspired by mystic forests and the resurrection of life through spring. Oh, that's nice, even though it's autumn here. But it is spring for many of you. Let me zoom you in a little and I might just clip my fringe out of the way. Okay, so I just had a delivery from the postie and these earrings arrived. They're so pretty. They're from Dally. I love their jewelry. You see it in my videos. I wear it all the time. And, well, this one isn't. This is the endometriosis bracelet, which is really beautiful, from Francesca Jewelry in Tasmania. But yeah, I wear a lot of this because it's water resistant and it doesn't tarnish, which I love. Anyway, let's move on. So let's take this bad boy and start chucking it on the eyes. I reckon I want to do, seeing as I'm wearing this colored top, something with the greeny shade. So I might start with a nice transition-y color. So I'll start with Tranquil. I'm just going to go in with a Sigma blending brush, E25 Max. If you can hear funny noises, it's because my cavoodle Billy Bowie Grohl has got a treat box, because whenever the postie comes, he's the one that grabs the box. He's very excited about it, and so when I take it off him, I always have to give him a little box in return with treats in it. So he's not sad that he had to give up the mail. Okay, that's applying really nicely. I really like that for my skin tone as a transition shade. Fabulous. Okay, now let's go in with some of the greens. Might even do like a green with a bit of a purple touch. We'll see. Taking my little Odin's eye brush, and we're going to use the shade Lagoon, which looks like it's a sequin shade. So it's a matte, but it has little sparkles in it, little bits of glittery looking stuff. What am I doing? I don't know. Anyway, my plan is to, if you guys want it, do a second video with 2 more looks with this palette. But today I'm just going to do the one. And I can't film more than one eyeshadow look in a day because I have really sensitive eyes and they will just weep and weep and weep if I take my eye makeup off and put it on again in the same day. It just can't cope. It was terrible when I was training to be a makeup artist, because we obviously had to practice on each other and I would just cry. The poor person that was doing my eye makeup, it just wouldn't stick because I was so sensitive and allergic. Oh, that's a very pretty shade. That's very pretty. I'm enjoying that immensely. Lovely. Alrighty. I might just leave that around there. That's so nice. Okay. And I'm going to use that exact same brush because I love it. I just find it such a great size. It just works so well. I'm also thinking about placing an order for some of the new Odin's Eye single shadows. What do you reckon? Should I go for it? Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what I was doing there. This is the, just getting too excited. This is the shade Sylvan. This one. It's like a bit of an olivey green. A bit khaki, actually. Okay. That one there. Oh my gosh, so yeah, this week is opening night for the Addams Family. It's pretty scary and exciting at the same time. So hopefully it all goes well. I've got 2 weeks of shows. It's a lot. This is a lot. But yeah, hopefully it's all gonna go well. And I can do Alice Beinecke justice. It's my character. Okay. It's a really nice green. I really like that green actually, it's beautiful. If you like sort of more olivey greens, then I think this is definitely your jam. And I am leaving just a little bit of a gappy in the middle there. Now I think I would like to, it's a toss up between this shade and this shade. I think it's gonna be this one actually. I think I want to put that in the middle of my lid. That's how it looks. I might as well just go straight in. Now it's on my finger. I did put a lot on my finger then, so tiny little bit of fallout, but really nothing, honestly. And I'm going to obviously do the same on this side, just for, you know, symmetry sake. There we go. Ooh, that's very, very pretty. I really, really enjoy the Lethal Cosmetics formula. Really like working with these eyeshadows. I think they're beautiful. I haven't even put a glitter primer or anything down on my eyelid, and I find with these ones I don't really need to. I'm just going to blend out the edges of that a tiny bit. Now, what else do I want to do here? I know. We're going to go in with the, oh wow, that's a real duochrome, that one, because I'm looking at it and it's like this real mint green, and then I'm looking at it in the camera and it's a completely different color, like almost an opal-y shade. All right, well, we're gonna see how this one goes. It's called Elysian. I watched a movie last night with Millie Bobby Brown in it called Damsel. And it was pretty intense. It's kind of like almost a bit horror-y, but with dragons. But I really like Millie Bobby Brown. I think she's such a great actress. She's cool. I like her as a person as well. She just seems really natural and down to earth, and like she's herself. Let me zoom you in just a teeny bit more. Now, for the inner corner, I could go with the pinky one, or I could go with, so there's that one or that one. You know what, I would normally go for the pinky one, but I think I'm just gonna go with this one, which is called Bliss. And I'm going to use a little brush. Actually, before I do the inner corner, I think I'm gonna do the under eye, just so then I can make a more educated decision. So I reckon for under the eye, I'm going to use, I might just use the same greens that I used above the eye actually. So Lagoon, which was that nice light sequined shade. I'm gonna bring that there. Actually quite like that. Now, you know, funnily enough, it wasn't even the color story that made me want to get this eyeshadow palette because, you know, I think it's nice, but it's not my favorite ordinarily thing that I'm attracted to. It was just because I love the formula so much of the Midnight Serenade palette. I was like, I need to get my hands on this one to see if the formula is as good. And I can say that, yes, it is as good. Alrighty, and a little bit of the deeper green Sylvan here. I'm just going to blend that out a little. All to work together. Do I want to put a little? Yeah, I'll put a little pop in the inner corner of, using the same, Refa pencil brush that I had at 03. I'm going to take the shade Bliss, which is the one in this little top corner here. And I'm going to wet the brush because I want it to be quite impactful. I just want it in this little tiny corner here. I didn't actually mean to whisper then, but my voice just didn't come out. Let's hope that doesn't happen on stage. Nah, should be right. So I really wanted to get this video done today because obviously I have to wear my makeup a certain way for the stage show performances. And being that I can't take my makeup off and put it on again in the same day, I was like, well, better get this one done. I decided to blend it out a little bit more because I'm allowed to change my mind. That's looking so nice. All right, I like that very much. Now let's do some eyeliner. I really want to make this pop. So I actually think I want to go with a purpley liner on top. So seeing as we're doing a Lethal Cosmetics video, I figured I might as well use a Lethal Cosmetics gel liner. This is the shade Phase Billy Bowie. He's just confirming that this is a good choice of eyeliner. So this is a beautiful, I'd say purpley, almost burgundy shade on the eye. Or a little bit plummy. So we're gonna go with that one. Awesome, there's a nice car engine sound. Got all the sound effects here. The Dally Diaries. Whether we want them or not. For some reason I live in a really loud car area. The eyeliner's looking really nice. I'm very much enjoying that color. Billy also doesn't like when birds chirp. He thinks they're not allowed to, so he barks at them. And we have a lot of trees and a lot of birds in this area, so it happens a lot. Lucky he's adorable and an excellent snuggler. It's probably the way a lot of us justify our boyfriends from time to time. Not me, I'm currently single. Oh, I also just watched a really good series on Stan. Was it Stan? Yeah. Called Red Eye with Richard Armitage. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I do like the Lethal Cosmetics gel liners. I think they're really nice. And Phase, I love this shade. Just a really cool color. All right, I think I am going to do a little liner on the lower lash line, but I'm really torn as to whether it's going to be the MAC Color Excess or the, what is this, Give Beauty Line It Up eye pencil. These are the two shades. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the Give Beauty one at this point. But actually, before I do that, I want to line the lash line here. I want to tight line that. So I'm just using a Charlotte Tilbury pencil, which I hope is, yeah, an eyeliner and not a lip liner. Fill in any gaps there. And taking this beauty, the shade is Greener Pastures. And I'm going to pop that in the lower lash line there. Okay, and I'll just pop some mascara on and I'll be right back. All right, mascara is on. I have used the Tartelette XL tubing mascara, and I have a video that's just gone up recently where I compare the new Tarte tubing mascara to the old Tarte tubing mascara. So if you're interested in seeing more about this mascara, you can check that video out. Now let's get some blush on. What's it gonna be? I reckon I wouldn't mind something a bit luminous. Oh, actually, I know what it's going to be. Okay, we're going to go with Danessa Myricks, and it's going to be this shade here. This is the Dewy Cheek and Lip palette. This is the Dew It Undercover one. I also have Dew It Flirty. I've made numerous videos about them because I love them so much. Just taking this e.l.f. Putty Blush brush. And I can tell you there is not a single shade in either of these Danessa Myricks palettes that I would get rid of. Every single shade looks so good on. Even the ones that I thought I wouldn't like, I love. Okay, right. I'm gonna do another layer, but quickly before I do that, I want to put a little bit of Vive Skin Dew on. Oh, it's all coming out the tube. It's getting very messy, which is really annoying. But I love the product. I'd love to see her bring this out with like a wand applicator. I think in a tube would be a lot less messy. It's on my wish list. Oh God, it's leaking everywhere. Ah! Stop it, stop it. It's lost its viscosity in its old age, just like we all do. That's gonna be way too much, so I'm just putting a little bit on my hand, and then, oh, that sucks. That's such a waste because I love that product. Don't want to waste it. Oh, that glow, stop it. Right, okay, let's put that away before I have to say goodbye to even more of that gorgeousness. I always used to highlight the top of my lip there, and then I realized that actually it just made me look sweaty. So I don't do that now. I just look like I had a sweaty lip problem. All right, I'm just gonna pop a little bit of lippy on, which is going to be my new obsession from Mecca Max. This shade is Bad Blood, and these are the Pout Pop lipsticks. So they're nice, glossy, balmy lipsticks, but some of them have heaps of pigment, which I love. This one, divine. And I loved this one so much that I bought 2 other shades in it already because I just love it. I love it, and it's such a good price point. It's so, I think they're like $23 or something. Such a good price point when you compare that to like the, you know, YSL glossy balms or even the Tarte ones. Sorry, I just wanted a little bit more. Actually, I always do this. I'm going to take a tiny pop of this darker shade and put that right in the center of my cheek. Yeah. It looks terrifying in the pan if you're fair like me, but actually it looks stunning on. And the beauty of these is you can build and build and build and get serious pigment, but you can also just have a wash of color. It just, Danessa Myricks just killed it with these palettes. Oh, so good. Okay, well that's it. All right, that is the finished look for today with the Lethal Cosmetics. Totally forgot the name of the product then. And because the problem is that Lethal Cosmetics don't put the name of their palettes anywhere on the palette. So yeah, you're just relying on memory, and my memory, not reliable. Okay, so anyway, that is the finished look. Now I'm gonna chuck some swatches up for you. Enjoy these. Alrighty, now I did say that I had the other palettes to show you. So first of all, I just wanted to show you a palette that immediately sprung to mind with the color story. Even look at the colors in the packaging. This is the Muse palette from Cosmic Brushes. Oh, Cosmic Beauty. I think they've been, I don't know if they've changed their name or they were in the process of changing their name. But anyway, so Cosmic Beauty, Cosmic Brushes Muse palette looks like this inside. So it obviously has the addition of some brighter, poppier colors, but there is definitely a similarity to this one here from Lethal Cosmetics. So maybe if you already have this palette from Cosmic Brushes, then you don't need to get the Lethal Cosmetics palette, because there are, yeah, definitely similarities in the color story there. Having said that, they're definitely not exactly the same, and none of the greens are exactly the same. None of the browns, none of the pinks are exactly the same. The multi-chromes are different as well, but there is enough of a similarity between them to be like, I don't need both. Now, my favorite Lethal Cosmetics palette is this one right here, Midnight Serenade. I have done a few videos with this eyeshadow palette because I love it so much. I love the formula. I adore the color story. I have to say this is still my favorite just because of the color story. These just float my boat. These beautiful, like terracottas and these beautiful warm peachy golden tones and the pink, like it's just right up my street. But the formula is just as good in this new one. In fact, yeah, I just am really loving the formula from Lethal Cosmetics. So those are the two palettes side by side. Very different color stories, but they both have lightness, they both have good depth in the palette and good transition shades. This one, there's only kind of the one transition shade for me. This one has a couple, but yeah, having said that, Midnight Serenade is still my favorite eyeshadow palette just because of the color story. I will say though that I'm more than happy to do a couple of different looks with this palette. If you want to see them, just let me know in the comments below. I think I wouldn't even mind doing like an all matte look with this eyeshadow palette. Yeah, and I definitely would like to play with these pinky tones a bit as well because I love those. So let me know in the comments and let me know which is your favorite Lethal Cosmetics palette too. I'll be interested to hear that. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll be back with you again very soon right here at the Dally Diaries. Please like and subscribe, comment before you go. You know, all of the things. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.